watching? Because I'm watching. And I'm late with the review or the recap rant that I normally do because life. However, we all, I'm sure, have watched The Real Housewives of Orange County, and dare I say I've missed Shannon on the screen. Even though we get her in the confessionals, I miss Shannon. Though, you know, why would she go to a couple's dinner? You know what I'm saying? Of course not. So I have my notes. So we're going to start off. Of course, Emily is going to be sounding off with her antics and her projection of her insecurities onto everybody else. And then here comes Tamra apologizing because I thought you were doing something else. No, it was literally what you thought it was, and that's what she did. Now you're just sympathizing with her because of whatever your reason may be. Because no one really knows what side they're on with you until somebody else tells them, you know. And sidebar, what is your apology about with Ryan? You don't like him. He's still suing you, or a demand letter, or whatever you guys be doing over there. Who knows? Who knows? Because in the beginning, I thought that John was threatening to sue her if she didn't pay. She offered to pay him, and then he said, nah, I'm still paying you. I mean, I'm still suing you. So, which is it? We gotta side with Heather on this one. All the things that you said that you didn't want to do, you are now doing. Sounds about thirsty. Anyway, back on track. Heather. Listen, Heather, you're one of my faves, honestly, Fancy Pants, but it kind of gives way of you trying to portray one thing on screen and you living life for real on screen. Because Terry, he got his own shows. He's been doing whatever. He could cake it up. He could pick it down. He's doing plastic surgery. So he knows what he's doing. The people that come in, he has to play off of them. You know what I'm saying? But the way that man caught you and read you down, you did not. And the producers adding the 1, 2, 3, and I'm sure they had a 4 and a 5, was classic product top tier housewife content. Because Terry said, you want to discuss things at nauseam. He's like, let it go. Let it go. She was like, and I knew when she put her hand up, she was talking about the cameras. I knew it. And then they were still mic'd. And there she's like, don't do that to me with the cameras on. Don't admonish me like that. Blah, 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 blah. I was cackling. I was like, that was just like a real husband and wife moment. Like, that's the realest thing that I've seen between Terry and Heather. And I'm not saying that they're fake. I just feel like they try to give us all the good side, which of course we want to give you all the good side. Who wants to show you the bad side of our relationship? But I'm just saying that was a real moment, and I was cackling. I was like, because first of all, your husband read you because he knows who you are. Second of all, the producers added to it. And third of all, you were still trying to chastise your husband about don't be chastising me in front of these cameras. It was, Heather, it was funny though. It was really funny. I thought that was great. Sweet Jen. I just love Jen. Can we say that we're being judgmental? Is it judgmental? Are we being prejudiced? Are we being... What is the word? Like I said, I was in a thesaurus. What is the word that you would use when you see somebody, you're like, Ryan gives me that vibe. It's kind of like 50-50. Like, is he really a scammer? The way he dresses, it gives middle-aged, midlife crisis. I have some money in my bank account, but I have to do this next thing to get more money in my bank account. Like, that's his whole vibe. But he treats Jen so nice, so we could bypass it. Like, we could look past what he looks like. Or not what he looks like, because he's a good-looking man. I'm just saying, like, how he dresses, how he portrays himself. Like, I tried to care about him and Eddie and whatever, but I don't really care. Because, Ryan, you'd probably do sleep or slept with married women. I mean, you're probably maybe one or two, and then they're exaggerating saying it's like 50. You know what I mean? But, you know, it is what it is. And then you going on this podcast and talking about Tamra. Tamra is going to exaggerate, period, because I'm so glad the producers were like, he didn't talk about your son on the podcast. He didn't talk about you being a mother on the podcast either. But he did post that Instagram story. That was stupid, Ryan. Your explanation, no one believed it. So, I don't know. Their whole thing is just weird. I don't understand why Tamra has such a hard-on for other people's relationships. Like, she's really like a dog with a bone when it comes to other people's business. Like, we like it because we want to know too, but the way that she goes about it is just gross. And she don't want nobody talking about her. She don't want nobody talking about Eddie. I mean, everyone thought Eddie was unemployed, but you forget that they have like that CDB business and then something else and then whatever else that they said that she had. When I watched the 2 seconds of Watch What's Happened Live, like I couldn't get into it. I can't watch her. Not in real time. And then she says stuff and then wants to backtrack. She wants to say stuff and take it back. No. Keep it 100. Because that's how you feel about him, then say it. You want to call the man a thief? Then you're going to get sued. Anyways. I just, like, I say all of that to say, digress like I normally do and rant. I just hope Ryan is on the up and up. Because it's like, you treat Jen so well. You help her with her kids. You do whatever it is you mumbly do. I don't know what your job is. Because when you were talking to Katie's husband, I don't know if that was editing. But you looked scammy. I don't know. The butt dial. I think... So Shannon probably had her hand on her phone when she probably saw Tamra calling her, right? She ended the call to go to voicemail. Okay, don't want to talk to you right now. Fine, that's fine. I think she probably accidentally hit it because why would she want Tamra of all people to hear her breaking down? At that point, she's very weary of Tamra. Like, she wants to be friends with her at that time, but I think she's still weary of her. So I don't think that she would call her, and what would be the point to do that in the first place? And it's kind of like Tamra thinks she knows everything, and she's like, why didn't you just pay him? She did want to pay him, but he didn't want to do what she asked, which is best for both of them. You don't talk about me in the public, I won't talk about you in the public. The end. Why he wouldn't do that? Because he lives in the desert and he always needs water and he's always thirsty. So I just feel like he wants to be on this show with someone he thinks is prettier or younger. I don't know. Whatever. And I'm going to jump to the dinner table about Alexis and John and Alexis and wasn't her ex-husband's name John too? What was his name? Anyway, Bellino. Katie's analogy or example is this. I don't know why Tamra is like, it's not the same. It's not the same. It is exactly the same thing. It's the same thing. The only reason it's not the same because Shannon got a DUI. He's not suing her for the DUI. He's suing her because he paid for her facelift because that was her boyfriend. And she asked and he said yes. And now he's reneging. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I don't get why Tamra doesn't see the analogy. I don't see why she can't see that it's basically the same thing. When she sees Alexis, she sees her money decreasing. I mean, anytime I see you, I'm going to see my $350,000 price tag on whatever it is that you're wearing, whatever you're driving, all of this. And it's kind of like, why are we dealing with Tamra and her rants and raves? It's the same, Tamra. It's the same. Anytime she sees Alexis, anytime Alexis is in her life, Shannon is losing money. Like, how do you not see that? How do you not see how Shannon can see that? Shannon is dealing with her own crap that she's not really dealing with. The only thing that I can applaud her for is the accountability of what she did. However, she is not dealing with it the way I want her to deal with it in that time frame of when this was filmed. Anyway, I just don't get why Tamra is so hyped on saying that it's not the same. It's literally the same. It's the same. Anytime she sees Alexis, it's dollar signs decreasing. I don't want this girl around me. It's bad juju. It's bad juju. I don't want her around. Okay, now we finally get to the dinner for real, right? Are there cracks in your glass house there, Tamra? Because your husband is saying that you should stop drinking. And I mean, for that night, right? And I feel like Eddie is a silent, problematic person. I feel like, I don't know. I can't gauge Eddie, honestly. I cannot gauge him, to be honest with you. For me, I feel like he's problematic because he doesn't know what to say, when to say it. But I feel like that's kind of like a good quality in him, because he's kind of like, the way that he's dealing with Ryan is kind of like top tier house husband, because he's like, if someone comes up to me and tells me that you're sleeping with married women, I'm not going to come up to you and ask you if you want to sleep with my wife. That's dumb. That's not anything that I'm scared of. And then in my mind, I'm like, I don't know how to feel about that. But in the second is like, yeah, like, why? He don't know you for real? He doesn't really know you like that. And the things that he probably heard on the street is probably nothing good, in addition to you sleeping with married women. So Ryan, I don't know. But Eddie, you and Tamra, I don't know, man. Y'all are cracks are showing, because if she leaving and you ain't following her, you know that's going to be a problem. But of course, they're going to say whatever they want to say. And karma of you tripping outside that girl's house. Sweet Shannon. Sweet Jen. And I just want this whole thing to be done, because I don't care. Ryan, you are with Jen. Whatever FBI thing that's going on, I read that he was an FBI informant. And Tamra is just getting information, probably third hand, and doesn't know the full information about it. He is not fully involved in the actual whatever that's going on. Supposedly, allegedly, I don't know, but that's what I read. And it wasn't no peer review document. So who really knows? But the way that she's backtracking from whatever she said on Watch What Happens Live, I did watch that section when she said, we make more in a 1 month than you make in 1 year with our two businesses, blah, 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 blah. Okay, great for you. Good for you. That's why you guys can sit at home. Great. You guys got an e-commerce. You guys don't have a storefront anymore. You guys don't have to do all that overhead, blah, 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 blah. Good for you, Tamra. Great for you. And at the dinner table, I just feel like Emily didn't need to say anything about, was it Emily? Or was it Tamra? I can't remember, about the elephant in the room to start that whole stupid conversation with Ryan and Eddie. It really wasn't that serious, honestly. And Emily, I'm not feeling sorry for you. I'm not disparaging your feelings, but I'm over you playing the victim. You're mean. Good qualities. You're honest. You're funny. You're straightforward. However, you're mean. You're insecure, and you project all of those three things onto people. It makes you even meaner. And I don't like that. And then when people call you on it, you want to play the victim. I don't know, maybe I'm seeing something different, but I felt like Heather understood where she was coming from. Maybe she could have been a 5% more sympathetic. Maybe. But after the fact of harping on it for however many minutes, however many hours, I can understand Heather being annoyed. Like, we've already discussed, that was not in my intention to put you in the same dress as Alexis, to make you feel bigger than you are, because you're small, you're skinny, you look great, you've done all the work, and you at this dinner table pointing at Shane, you see me go to the gym every day, right? I just wanted her to understand me. She literally said, I understand. I did not want to make you feel like that. And if you remember in the episode with the daggone runway show, she saw your face and she asked you, she was like, everything okay? Do you not like the outfit? Like, what's going on? Like, and I still remember that shade though, Heather, when she said the dress was not big on her. It was tight. God. Oh, top tier housewife. I don't care what y'all say. I love Heather. Until she proves otherwise. Maybe in the next episode, I'll be like, what we gonna say about Katie? I really, nice dinner, great house.